How did the Mercury program shape the space race? Imagine a time when humans had never been to space and the idea of orbiting Earth seemed like science fiction. That was the world before the Mercury program changed everything. This was the United States' first step into human spaceflight, and it set the stage for what was to come. The Mercury program was launched in 1950 and lasted until 1963. It aimed to prove that humans could survive and operate in space. It was a bold move that showed the world the United States was serious about catching up with the Soviet Union in space exploration. The program tested many new ideas, from astronaut selection to spacecraft design. It also created the first real training routines for astronauts, which are still used today. The program started by choosing a small group of astronauts called the Mercury 7. They underwent tough physical and psychological tests to see if they could handle the stress of spaceflight. They trained in centrifuges to simulate the high G-forces during launch and re-entry. They learned to breathe and stay calm under forces more than 6 times Earth's gravity. To prepare for weightlessness, astronauts flew in specially modified aircraft that mimicked microgravity. They practiced controlling their bodies and spacecraft in these flights. They also trained in simulators that mimicked the Mercury spacecraft, practicing emergency procedures and communication. Since Mercury capsules splashed down in the ocean, astronauts learned water survival skills, including how to exit the capsule safely in rough water. They trained with scuba gear and practiced rescue operations with helicopters and divers. Each astronaut had a custom-fitted seat to keep them safe during launch and re-entry. They also learned how to recognize stars and Earth to determine their orientation in space. All of these training routines built a foundation for future missions. The Mercury program proved that humans could survive space travel and operate spacecraft controls. It showed that astronauts could handle the physical and mental stresses of spaceflight. It also demonstrated the importance of thorough training and safety procedures. These lessons helped develop the Gemini and Apollo programs, which eventually took humans to the moon. Without the Mercury program, landing on the moon would have been much harder. It was the first real step in the United States' journey into space. In the end, the Mercury program shaped the space race by creating the first systematic way to train astronauts and plan space missions. It proved that humans could live and work in space, and that safety and preparation were key. This foundation made future missions more ambitious and successful. It was a crucial moment that showed the world what humans could achieve beyond Earth.